And it really shows, although it's supposed to be meant for entertainment, it's called I Forgot Her Dad Was There. And so, of course, he brings her a drink and she says, no straw. So he brings her a straw. And then she says, no lime. So he brings her a lime. She says, no snack. So he brings her a snack. She says, no kiss. So he gives her a kiss. He says, so no head. And she points out that her dad is still there. And of course, her dad says, he's got a point. Gross. First of all, we're not your personal bitches. We're human beings. If you expect us to wait on you hand and foot, well, there are very few select idiots who are going to do that. We call them simps or bitches. So that dad there, that seems to be the response most people get. A lot of women, they utilize sex as a tool, and then of course they'll tell each other, "Oh, well, you owe him a blowjob for all that." Like, what the fuck? Really? You're gonna tell a woman that she owes a man sexual favors for manual labor? So basically, it's a trade. That's called prostitution. Prostitution is illegal. Even if you're trading your goods, or your vagina, sorry, for goods or services, instead of money, it is still prostitution. I don't owe it to you to lay down and take your bullshit. But you seem to think that I do. Many of you seem to believe that all men exist only to take your shit. Are you out of your fucking mind? Of course you are. What the hell kind of a human being even thinks that way? That somebody owes them because they have a certain gender. There's a lot of women out there who want to blame all men for the shitty men that they choose to date. Well, excuse me, says I. I didn't date the son of a bitch. Did I hit you or did he? Well, if he hit you, then why am I the one taking the punishment? It's bullshit. Why is it that a person can be denied all of their human rights just by calling them mentally ill? Why is it that I've had to endure this for 6 years? Why is it that all these people who claim that they're going to help and I waste my time waiting on them because I'm not allowed to do it myself? It's like my words go in one ear and go right out the other. It's like I'm speaking some foreign language. But then again, I don't know any foreign languages, so how can that be so? Obviously, I am speaking English. Obviously, these people are going out of their way not to understand the English language. And that is sad and pathetic. Especially given that there are so many people who are dead because of it. I believe in doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. That includes telling the fucking truth. I don't get how so many people have issues with that. Oh yeah, they get embarrassed. I don't. I fess up to my shit probably because I don't get embarrassed. I admit to the things that boys aren't supposed to admit to because I don't get embarrassed. I know that the nasty son of a bitches who couldn't keep their fucking nasty cockbeaters to themselves, I understand that that is not a reflection upon me. It is not my fault or my choice for people to victimize me, and when they choose to do so, it is my right to defend myself. But then again, it's not my right, is it? Because of the word mentally ill. Magically, you call somebody mentally ill and they are no longer a human being, and none of the rights afforded them by the Constitution of the United States actually exist anymore. They don't matter because, well, you don't see us as human beings. I find that gross. Every day I try to get help. Every day. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning now here. I didn't get any sleep last night. I don't get any sleep most nights. It's because I know what happens if I can't find somebody to help me. To actually help me to turn in this evidence. To actually help me. Not to order me to do things over and over again that don't fucking work. Without someone making those calls with me and actually giving a shit. None of it matters. Why am I not a human being to you? That's what I want to know. Why am I not allowed the right to face my accusers? Why have I been denied the right to face my accusers? Why have I been denied the right to go to all of my civil court dates? Why is it that I was repeatedly assaulted and then charged with crimes when I was the one assaulted? Why will no one look? Oh yeah, because you call somebody mentally ill and they're not human anymore. This is fucked up bullshit. I need help. Of all the people who claimed that they were going to help me, none of them actually did. None of them, not a single one of them, tried to help me get this shit into court. Not a single one of them tried to fucking speak up for me or advocate for me. Not a single one. Most of them, matter of fact, took advantage of me and stole from me. And guess what? I don't get to defend myself against it. I don't have a fucking guardian. If I had a guardian, none of these people would have been allowed to do this to begin with, because my guardian would have been obligated by law to fucking do something. It don't matter though, does it? Because I'm not a person to you. I'm not a person in my own family. My friends show me they were never, ever my friends. If they were my friends, how could they allow this shit to happen? How could they look away and pretend like it's all okay just because it's not happening to them? How fucking disgusting is that? And then we got all these fucking nut job sites making all these Natalie Bollinger things, all of them selling the same fucking slander. The slander that gets me fucking abused, gets my finances taken away, and forces me to break the law to try to get fucking help. I wouldn't have to do any of that crazy shit if I was treated like a goddamn human being, you fucking pieces of shit. Not a single one of my goddamn friends treated me like a human being. If I was a human being to them, they would have done something to help me show what was going on. They would have spoken up about the parts that they were a part of. But they didn't. And why didn't they? It's called cowardice. And the whole country is full of it. A bunch of goddamn cowards. I'm the only decent person I know. I don't know anybody else as honest as me. Not one. Not one person that I have ever met in my entire life is as honest as I am. And that's not to say I'm perfectly honest, because I'm not. I believe in telling the truth. When the truth didn't matter. When nobody would listen, nobody would look, nobody cared. They should have stopped pretending like they cared about me. They should have stopped saying that they loved me. They should have stopped telling me that they were going to help me. They shouldn't have wasted my time because that allowed people to harm me repeatedly and to get away with the crimes that they committed. All these people who said, Sean, I'll help you, I'll help you. No, the fuck you won't. You won't even listen to what I have to fucking say. You can't fucking help me. You're a fucking drug addict. You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking idiot. And how the hell am I supposed to trust a fucking idiot? I can't. You are too stupid to understand simple concepts like, oh yeah, you weren't there, so maybe you should find out what fucking happened before passing judgment. Or, oh yeah, I have evidence, maybe try fucking looking at it. How about, I don't have the resources to keep jumping through hoops for a bunch of fucking jackasses who are just going to fucking rip me off. People keep trying to make it their word versus mine, but they keep failing miserably. Sure, they're able to do that in court. Prey on the mentally ill tag magically. Everything that you did wrong, every penny that you ripped me off of, every lie that you fucking told me that prevented me from getting the help that I needed. Every time that you made an empty fucking promise and then threw me away as soon as my resources were gone. Meanwhile, there's people who could have helped, promised that they would, and just never did. That's not my fault. People are fond of saying that's not my fault for things that are absolutely their fucking fault. They chose to do the wrong thing. They chose it. Just like these officers chose to slander my name. They're not allowed to slander your name, by the way. They're not allowed to do that. It's against the law for them to do that. It results in people being killed, which is why it's against the law. If you want to go scamming people, don't scam me. There's a whole bunch of people I got to take to court because of the bullshit that they pulled. That includes Amanda DeMatt and my little sister. That's the problem, is that when you're called mentally ill, you're not allowed to take these people to court. You're not allowed to turn in your predators. You are forced to turn in your predators to your predators. You have to turn in Scott DaCosta to Scott DaCosta. You got to turn in Officer Schneider to Officer Schneider. You got to turn in Officer Amanda Jonas to Amanda Jonas. How fucked up is this? You make call after call after call to all the people you're supposed to make calls to, and they take their dear sweet fucking time about calling you back, if they call you back. Assisted suicide should be legal. This new assisted suicide site, you know what? We don't need another fucking assisted suicide site. They don't fucking work. What we need is people to give a shit. Every one of you who posted up that suicide shit after trying to push me to fucking suicide, fuck you.